Welcome back, everybody, to SlothLabs Builds, where today we're taking on the Firehouse from GhostBusters. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Copyright infringement.
Hello, Ghostbusters. Yes, of course they're serious.
We are basing this build off the 1984 Ghostbusters, the original.
With Bill Mother Flippin' Murray. So we had to give that New York City skyline look, and of course we have to give it that SlothLabs touch and add extra details and Easter eggs from the movie. See if you could spot them all throughout the video.
We got one!
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Here's the slicing software we have to use for resin prints. It shows the full printing process layer by layer.
Now this 4-hour print is complete, we can move on to the isopropyl alcohol bath. This just helps to remove any loose resin still remaining on the parts. So there's still things that we're learning like character modeling, but luckily for us there's plenty of models online. And we just want to give a quick shout out to the modelers of the Terror Dog, Slimer, and Ecto-1 model.
Yeah, those models came out super detailed. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Good kiss.
So for the parts that don't require such high detail, like the staircase, desk, and exterior stone trim, we actually use the FDM. So we begin with the simple white base coat and then move on to the primary color and add a bit of a misting to get some texture to it, making it look more like stone.
Now that the paint is fully dry, we're going to apply a dark wash to the pieces. This is going to give it extra texture and almost like a weathered effect to the parts. Now that most of the 3D printed parts are complete, there are a few left that are required some hand painting. Here you can see how we skillfully apply this paint onto the Terror Dog.
This now means that all the 3D printed parts are out the way and we can move on to the laser. Our acrylic pieces have been cut and we can move on to the firehouse assembly, or at least attempting to assemble it.
Hey, you try building with a camera in front of your face. It's not that easy. No one prepared me for this. This YouTube crap is hard, all right? After slightly struggling with the pre-assembling of the building, we're gonna move on to the site work.
So some of you may have noticed the openings in the site. Those are actually for the LEDs to be fed through so that we can illuminate the context and the firehouse itself. Then we have to putty the seams so we can move on to the final coat of paint.
All right, the site work is ready, the buildings are prepped, and now we're gonna move on to the primary colors. After that, we're gonna add a dark wash to the brick detailing. This is really gonna penetrate that etch and make the bricks pop.
Let's start the assembly. Everything has been prepped, primed, painted, detailed. Now it's time to glue it to the site.
So we decided it'd be really cool for the context building to have this green glow effect, or at least that's what our original idea was of this build. So we're making the context building out of 1/8 translucent acrylic so the LEDs can really illuminate the context buildings.
Now it's time to take all these tiny little details and put them on the base of the building.
There's office space, sleeping quarters, and showers on the next floor, and there's a full kitchen on the top level.
It just seems a little pricey for a unique fixer-upper opportunity, that's all. What do you think, Egon?
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Hey, does this pole still work? Wow, this place is great. When can we move in? You gotta try this pole.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
So the project is mostly done, but we have one thing left. You know us, we gotta put on a base frame. This time we did things a little bit differently and added this beautiful cognac stain to the wood pieces. After applying a seal, we could say that this build is finally complete. Thanks everybody once again for watching this episode of SlothLabs Builds, where we took on the Firehouse from Ghostbusters.
If you enjoyed the content, please make sure you leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see next time on Sloth Labs.